Hermanson and Goggles, Cowboy Country Sports, Hales Gas Service, and Bauman Lumber. Now, Pierre Governor Basketball.
Hey, thank you very much, and a very good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to the weekend and a full weekend of high school basketball coming your way here on River 92.7. The Pierre Governors playing at Harrisburg tonight. Tomorrow they'll stay in the Metro, stay overnight as well, and they'll take on the O'Gorman Knights at 1 o'clock tomorrow. But first things first, welcome to Harrisburg High School, along with Caleb Brozick, who will have live ticket going for live video coverage of this one. You can watch this game as well as hear it on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com and the DRG News app. Colby Carey is running the show in studio. We'll have him for audio production. I'm Brian Oakland, and we've got a good one coming up tonight. At least that's what we believe. The number 2 seed right now in the power rankings in Class AA in South Dakota. The Harrisburg Tigers are taking on the Pierre Governors. Pierre coming in at 8 and 6. They are the number 6 seed in the current power rankings. These two played a classic last time they played. It was in the state AA basketball tournament. It was the consolation championship last year. The Governors won it 68-67 in double overtime. Harrisburg's got a lot of people back this year from that team. The Governors do not, and we'll see how things go. Obviously, I think everybody's quite pleased with where the Governors are as far as Governor fans go this season so far. Harrisburg has been expected to be one of the top teams in the state, and they've been proving that as well. 8 and 2 coming in, and they played a victory over Brookings on Tuesday night by the score of 69-44. In fact, had a very good second half. They were a little bit slow going, according to Coach Scott Langrock, in the first half in that one. So Pierre and Harrisburg coming up. And by the way, on KGFX, it's Pierre and O'Gorman, the girls matchup. Governors play the Knights tomorrow, but Pierre girls playing O'Gorman tonight. They will play Harrisburg at Riggs High Gym on Tuesday night in the week ahead, and that game will be here on River 92.7. So to set you up right there, we'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll get into our Bank West pregame show, pregame from Bank West, and in that we'll take another look around the state of basketball in Class AA, boys and girls. See how things are shaping up as we head into another weekend of high school ball coming up. And again, also we've got coaches' comments, keys to success. We will have your starting lineups, game officials, all that, and anything else we can cram into our Bank West pregame show. Right now, Harrisburg leading the sophomore game quite comfortably, 56-23, and Harrisburg won the JV game in dominating fashion as well, 71-36. I expect the varsity contest to be a little bit closer, however. So we've got a good one coming up. Settle in and watch this one on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com, or stay with us, and we're back for our Bank West pregame show. In 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, and online at drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Refined design, remarkable capabilities. The Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 0.9% APR for 60 months. Check out their full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierre.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg. What makes our business successful? Our people. Lake Motor Company in Pierre takes great pride in our team, and we are looking to add to it. We currently have an opening for a full-time parts consultant. This individual works closely with our service department and collision center customers, as well as walk-in customers, getting them the parts and accessories they need. Experience a plus, but we'll train the right individual. Many benefits, including health insurance. Contact Steve Meyer at 224-5912.
We're making a great deal better.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Jail. No matter how good you are, working with a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. So if you'd like to know more about the available positions at the Hughes County Jail and be a part of their team, log on at hughescounty.org. Click on the Sheriff tab. Detention deputies and nursing positions are available. Go Govs from the employees of the Hughes County Jail.
Welcome back to Harrisburg, and when we're in Harrisburg, we are up on the mezzanine level in the corner of one of the courts, and that is where you'll find us in the Hughes County Jail broadcast booth as our vantage point to give you Governor basketball from the Hughes County Jail broadcast booth. All thank yous to the men and women of the Hughes County Jail, the Hughes County Sheriff's Office for doing what they do, serving our communities as first responders and otherwise. We welcome you to the Hughes County Jail broadcast booth. Sophomore game just coming to an end. It's 62-27, the final score in that one. So Harrisburg has gotten the two sub-varsity games here on the varsity court. And I know the freshman A game went to overtime. I don't know how that game ended up, but it's been a tough go of it for Pierre so far on the varsity court. And then the band is just setting up right next to my ear, actually, so I could get a little bit loud here momentarily. We're going to start our Bankwest pregame show with the look around South Dakota Class AA, the state of basketball. Earlier this week, won at home themselves over Brookings 69-44. Watertown, an impressive win over Huron 59-35 on Tuesday. It was Washington winning at Lincoln in Sioux Falls 53-50. Out west, Spearfish falling at St. Thomas More 55-52. And then Sturgis defeating Hill City 62-47. Last night, a win for Aberdeen Central over T-Area. Brookings, Huron over Sioux Falls Lincoln 52-50. They bounced back. Jefferson beat Roosevelt 52-50 in a bit of an upset there in Sioux Falls. And also Sioux Falls Washington beat the O'Gorman Knights, the teams that the Govs will see tomorrow, 60-50. Spearfish over Rapid City Central by 3. Douglas with a win in the Black Hills Conference over Lee Deadwood. So the updated power rankings with Mitchell on top and a 10-1 record. Harrisburg in the 2 spot, 8-2. Followed by Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Sioux Falls Washington, both of them 8-3. Stevens is in the 5 spot, 8-4. Then the Pierre Governors now in the 6th spot with their 8-4 record. That coming after their victory over Aberdeen the other night. Brandon Valley still in the 7th spot, 5-3, and Huron at 7-5. In the 8th spot, Watertown actually is in the 9th, and O'Gorman at 6-5. In the 10th spot. So that's, again, the team the Govs will see tomorrow. Lincoln, Jefferson, Spearfish, Aberdeen Central, Sturgis, and Douglas rounding out the top 16. With Yankton, Rapid City Central, and Brookings outside looking in. Coming up this weekend, just 3 games with AA teams going at it tonight. Pierre at Harrisburg. It'll be Yankton at Brandon Valley, and Sturgis in the western half of the state goes to Red Cloud to play a doubleheader tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, the Govs will be at O'Gorman. That's on River 92.7, starting with a 12:30 pregame and a 1 o'clock opening tip. We'll be there for that one. We've got Jefferson at Washington tomorrow. Yankton will go out to Douglas. Central and Stevens will get together in boys basketball tomorrow. Week ahead has the Governors with 1 game at home against the reigning state champion Yankton Bucks. That'll be Friday night at Riggs High Gym with a 6:30 pregame. 92.7. Harrisburg will not play until next Friday as well when they go to Aberdeen Central. Governor Girls got a win last night. They won Tuesday night at Aberdeen 47-37 and defeated Lakota Tech at home 65-34 last night. They've got their third game in 4 days against the top-ranked team in the state, the O'Gorman Knights. That one's on KGFX. And Spencer Gosh from KMLO with the call on that. Currently, the Govs are in the with a 9-3 record in the number 7 seed. Harrisburg at 7-3 is in the 3 spot. O'Gorman at 11-0 in the 2 spot. And again, it's the Governor Girls playing Harrisburg coming up on Tuesday night. Quick look around the state of basketball there for Pierre Governor. Boys and girls basketball. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll get into keys to success when we continue with our Bank West pregame. You're listening to Governor Basketball and River 92.7, DRGnews.com.
ADQ fans, crunch into a $6.99 chicken strip basket. It's got crispy all-white meat chicken strips, golden fries, mouth-watering Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce like our homemade Hidden Valley Ranch. Is there a more perfect basket? I'm going to go buy a chicken strip basket as soon as I finish with this ad read. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
What? Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide! Going! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
What makes our business successful? Our people. Beck Motor Company in Pierre takes great pride in our team, and we are looking to add to it. We currently have an opening for a full-time parts consultant. This individual works closely with our service department and collision center customers, as well as walk-in customers, getting them the parts and accessories they need. Experience a plus, but we'll train the right individual. Many benefits, including health insurance. Contact Steve Meyer at 224-5912.
We're making a great deal better.
All right, let's do this. Keys to success. And the Governor's back on the road with Brianna Kusler, the head coach, as we come to Harrisburg, but a good win, Coach, over the Aberdeen Golden Eagles on Tuesday night. One of those games where, again, it's kind of, to me, it's kind of a recurring theme. I don't know how you feel about it, but we've seen a few games where we fall behind early in the first half, make plays in the second half, and it all comes together with shot making, with defense, and maybe especially with rebounding at key times. And it's great to have that. I don't know if that's the way you want to keep going the whole weekend, but good to get another win there.
Right. You know, I think so far we've proven that the fight is there. They're never going to be out of games necessarily, but I think us coaches and the kids themselves would love to just get off to better starts than what we are right now. And we've gotten back and addressed some of those things and how we can do that. And it kind of the area that we've always emphasized is the defensive side of things, and that's what's gotten us back in when we've fallen behind, and that's got to continue to be a constant for us, and not having lapses defensively. Offensively, there's components that are out of your control, but there's a lot that you can control, obviously. But there are times where your shot feels awesome and it just doesn't go in the hole as well as you would like it to. But creating ourselves opportunities from the defensive side of things and just getting those stops and finding ways to score the basketball when they're taking something away, finding another way, and taking advantage of what the defense is giving you and playing the simple game. I think and a lot of that can be found in just creating simple offense from how hard you're playing defensively. So I think for us that good start and just that consistency is going to come from the defensive end.
Yeah, and you'll need that tonight because you're playing a team that's going to be very consistent, I imagine, for 32 full minutes. And the Harrisburg Tigers, this is the team you faced for 5th place last year in a double overtime win. That was then. This is now, and they've got a lot of people back. You do not.
Yeah, they at this point, 13 games in, we've got everybody back, right? We looking back at last season, of course not, but we're at the point now where we see everybody as veterans, and we've got to approach every game. I mean, the last 7-8 games here in the regular season, we've got to see them as we're preparing for postseason, and because there's no let up from here. We've got to continue to be steadily going on that incline so we can be peaking at the right moment. And I think overall for us, there's 2 guys, especially they've got a capable crew all the way around, but 2 guys that a lot of action goes through them, and that's Jacoby Mehrman and Braden Van Bakkeren, and those 2 are guys that we've really got to make sure that we're focusing on. We're going to throw some junk defense at them a little bit just to try and get them out of rhythm and limit their quality in rhythm looks, but not allowing everybody else, the supporting cast, if you could say. But they play a lot more than just role players, but they not allowing them to then go off against us. I feel like we do have an advantage from a depth standpoint against them. Our bench versus their bench, I'm going to take those guys over anybody, and so I think that's an area that if we can continue, if we can wear them down a little bit early on, we're going to have more depth to be able to play the long game. There'll be a big emphasis on that start and how well we can get off to a consistent start defensively, and then just allowing and trusting that the offense will take care of itself.
Yeah, keys to success. I mean, it's just, like you said, 13 games. Nobody's a rookie anymore. And right now, you're still focusing on fundamentals, but it's just stepping up your playmaking ability, and hopefully that carries you to a good performance.
Yeah, valuing that basketball and making sure that, we've got the rotations, we make the adjustments throughout the game that are necessary, but then just maximizing possessions when we have the opportunity and taking advantage of being able to expose them in certain ways for us offensively, and we talk about playing the simple game and taking what the defense is giving us. We don't need to create this outlandish shot. There's sometimes, don't get me wrong, that those are the best shots where you're like, I don't know how that just went in, but it did. But the simple game of basketball can win a lot of games, and defense, rebounding is part of that simple game. It's nothing that is easy, but it's simple. And our guys have bought into that side, and we're just going to see what we can do tonight. What an opportunity. We're really excited.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Going to be some good tests coming up. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Brianna Kuzler, the head coach of the Pierre Governors, coaches comments. Keys to success in the pregame, sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Let's hear from them, and then we speak with Scott Langrock of the Harrisburg Tigers. As our keys to success continue, you're listening to Governor Basketball.
The key to success starts with vision. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazek of Central Dakota Eye Care. Regular, yearly comprehensive eye exams are key in finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 and schedule an appointment. New patients are always welcome. The staff at Central Dakota Eye Care is proud of our area youth and support their high school activities. Best of luck in the game. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
All right, our keys to success will continue. The home head coach tonight is Scott Langrock of the Harrisburg Tigers, and one of the top teams in the state so far, Coach, at least according to the power rankings, but I think you've earned it. 8-2 so far. Got a lot of experience coming back, leading the way. I know the last time we saw each other was double overtime in the consolation championship, but you've had I'm sure a lot of goals and your mindset on one thing, and that's getting back there and doing the same thing, but only better this year. So far, so good for Harrisburg.
Yeah, we get, like you said, we got a bunch of guys back that were in that state tournament and played in the state tournament, so they had high expectations coming in, and for the most part, we've been competing, and we're excited about that. But there's always things to get better at, and you're only as good as the next night out. As we were talking earlier, it's just I think it's just going to be a crazy next 5-6 weeks here, and everybody's going to beat up on everybody. So our guys just need to be ready to go, and hopefully their experience and their maturity and those types of things carry them through here.
Really seeing a lot of parity. This team beats that team, the other team beats the same team or something like that, and it's you just don't know by looking at a score sheet who's going to do what. So you're looking at consistency, and even you guys halfway through the season, I don't think you've played a 32-minute full game yet. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I thought probably our best half we played was at Jefferson last Friday. We played in the first half very well, I thought, on both ends of the floor. And then, like you said, the second half we kind of, for whatever reason, you feel like you got a big enough lead and you don't have the intensity and you don't execute and you maybe miss a few defensive assignments and those types of things, and you let people back in. And when it comes to late February and March, that's how you get beat. So you're always striving for that perfect game. You never get there, but that's always the goal, and keep that intensity. And our guys are pretty good about practicing with a focus. So I think we're on the right track, but like you said, we'll find out here in about an hour.
We got a peer team coming in that's I think it's going to be a little more physical. Last year it was athleticism. This year it's physicality. So maybe a different team to prepare for this time.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've done such a heck of a job just keeping that success and that expectation very high. And, they graduated such a talented group of kids in all the sports that they played. But it was obvious in basketball, of course, as well. But then you graduate those guys, so you think Pierre's going to be down a little bit, but they're not. They just find different ways to win. And kind of what we talked about as coaches when we're watching film is, maybe they don't have the skill set as the prior peer teams do, but their competitive nature and their ability to make winning plays is still a tradition that just never seems to graduate over there. So it's going to be super physical, no doubt about it, and we'll just have to see if we can match that intensity.
It's nice to hear you say that. I guess that people are seeing that from afar because we're kind of seeing that up close as well. But next question then, what challenges does that pose for you, and what are your keys to success?
Yeah, we got to keep them off the boards. Hopefully we can contest and keep the ball out of the paint, not let them. They do a great job of cutting and executing and getting to the paint, and maybe not getting that first shot to drop, but there's always one or two guys scrapping, getting an offensive rebound and a kick out, and then the three goes in. Or a putback, obviously, and a foul or something like that. So they're just very resilient on making plays that keep them in games, and obviously winning 8 games already this year. So it's going to be a challenge. It's no doubt about it. We're going to have to offensively. We're going to have to move and handle, the bumps and the cuts and all those types of things, and we're going to have to finish at the rim through contact.
All right, Coach. Always a pleasure. Good luck tonight.
Thanks for having us.
That's Scott Langrock, head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers. Coach's comments, keys to success, that are brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. And as we speak, our pregame clock winding down already. So let's give you a quick look at the starting lineups in this one. Starters are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre for the Governors. Luke Olson at the point, the 5'11 junior. Cade Kaiser, a senior guard at 6'2", and Miles Doyle, the 6'1 senior. Dawson Getz, the shooter, at 6'3", and a junior with Jet Zabel in the post, the 6'5 senior. Olson, Zabel, Kaiser, Getz, Doyle, the starting 5 for the 8-4 Pierre Governors, head coach by Brianna Kuzler. For Harrisburg, they'll start at one guard, Braden Feldy, a 5'11 junior, along with Braden Van Bakkeren, a 6'3 senior. Good player as well. Forwards, third guard is Jacoby Merriman, a 6'4 senior, and really the one to watch, a dynamic player. Very good shooter, but very good off the dribble as well. Forwards are Maddox Plock, a 6'3 senior, and Camden Phipps, the big guy in the middle, 6'6, and a senior for the Harrisburg Tigers. Braden Feldy, Braden Van Bakkeren, Jacoby Merriman, Maddox Plock, Camden Phipps, the starting five for Scott Langrock and the Harrisburg Tigers, coming in 8-2, and currently the number 2 power-rated team, number 3 in the media poll overall. The starting lineups are brought to you by Envirotech. Tonight's game is being officiated as well by the Law on the Court, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Consumer Protection Division. Tonight's officials are Nick Amon, Jeremy Grady, and Jim Ricketts Jr., the Law on the Court. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're back with more of our Bank West pregame show. This is Governor Basketball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered. Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota. Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Welcome back to Harrisburg. Once again, Brian Oaken ready to go for play-by-play tonight. We're glad to have you aboard Pierre Governor Basketball as they take on the Harrisburg Tigers. Caleb Brozick is running camera for Live Ticket. Again, see this game as well as hear it on GoGovs.live or on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com, all with the help of Colby Carey running the audio production in our River 92.7 studios at DRG Media Group World Headquarters. And again, Governor Girls have a big game going on tonight as they entertain the top-ranked O'Gorman Lady Knights. That game at on KGFX AM 1060, 103.1 FM. And, of course, on the KGFX page of drgnews.com, our own KMLO sportscaster Spencer Gosh will do his third broadcast of a Governor Girls game from Riggs High Gym. On that one, we'll keep you updated throughout the evening on that as well. Here in Harrisburg, our Bank West pregame just about over. All we've got to do is tip this off. Our opening tip brought to you by Comtech. We hear from them, and we're shooting hoops and playing ball when we come back. Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Comtech opening tip Comtech Communication and Electronic Sales and Service. It'll be Cade Kaiser for the Governors in green against Maddox Block of the Harrisburg Tigers in home white. And Kaiser will control the Comtech opening tip here. We'll have the first possession. The Governors in road green. As you watch this one, it'll be left to right in the first half or far court to near. You're working things around, looking for the inside gaps, but as they continue around the perimeter, here's Jet Zabel to Cade Kaiser. Zabel will set the screen. Kaiser drives, has to stop. He'll kick it back. Dawson gets first shot of the game, goes halfway down from long range. It's in and out, but Kaiser tips to Jet Zabel. He'll get an offensive rebound. Pierre gets another opportunity. Zabel is fed by Luke Olson, so the Governors do what the Governors do, basically, and it's getting an offensive rebound. They get a putback here, and they'll start with a 2-0 lead. 50 seconds already gone by. There's Camden Phipps working against Zabel. He'll fall down, but as he's doing so, throws the ball up in the air out to the right wing, gets it away, and now Merriman on the drive. Well defended. Kaiser comes down with a rebound off of a miss, but up ahead, Harrisburg will get a steal right back. Here comes Merriman. He is fed by Maddox Block, and Merriman will score the first bucket of the game. First turnover for the Governors there. We've got a 2-2 tie. Olson works it inside Zabel. That's closed off by Phipps. Here's Olson on the baseline. Little 10-footer, no good. Zabel comes after it, but Phipps had a hand on it as well. It'll be Phipps with the rebound off of the Luke Olson miss here. Harrisburg, home white, heading right to left or near court to far. Merriman on the right, on the left side, gets it up top. Now back to Braden Feldy. Van Bakern to Block. Now down to the block. Posting up. It's Phipps. And across the lane. Nice pass to Feldy. Luke Olson trying to help out, but he is called for the foul, and Feldy makes the bucket. And he's got a chance at a three-point play. Harrisburg takes their first lead tonight. First free throw is just a one-shot effort. Feldy, who does not shoot, does not score very much, gets an early basket here. 4-2 it stays as Zabel pulls down the rebound off of the miss. We're 2 minutes in. First period. Feldy cuts in front of the Cade Kaiser pass. He'll take it away. It goes the distance, and Kaiser will add the foul to another basket by Braden Feldy. Feldy is a junior this year. What I remember last year, especially in the state tournament game that these two teams played for the consolation championship, Feldy was a defensive nightmare for the Governors. Here had a lead in the first half, as I recall, but Feldy's defense helped Harrisburg get back into it, and obviously the game went to overtime and then went to another one. Here's Van Bakern stepping in front of a pass as well down to the left wing. He'll knock it away to the Tiger bench, and Pierre will throw in from there. 7-2. Feldy with that three-point play. The inbound here to Getz. Three-pointer no good. Long-armed offensive board for Jet Zabel. You're working it inside. Zabel has to keep it away from everybody in defense. And here's Merriman with a near steal. Now it is a steal. Saved from going out of bounds into the hands of Maddox Block. Block has it now. Left wing. Back up top, out left side, Van Bakern fakes and then fires a long three. This one up no good. Kaiser will take the rebound. Up ahead, Kaiser still with it, going the distance. He'll draw a foul and he'll go to the free throw line. First freebies coming here for the Pierre Governors. First foul against the Harrisburg Tigers, and that goes against Braden Van Bakern. 5:06 left in the first period. Just underway, the Governors scored the first basket, but Harrisburg scores the next 7 points. Kaiser comes up short. Short enough to let the crowd give him an opportunity to hear about it. Cade will try another. And the second one is in and out, no good. Merriman with the rebound. 7-2, Tigers. See if Pierre can keep a good start going. They do need a good start. We talk about that quite a bit. Here's Phipps leaning in, and he'll travel with it. Zabel stayed up, and Phipps lowered the shoulder. but he stumbles through it, and that'll be the first turnover by the Tigers. Sawyer Sonnenschein will check in for Cade Kaiser. First sub in for the Govs. Sonnenschein, a 5'7" junior. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Welcome aboard. Tigers tonight and O'Gorman tomorrow. And we've got a blocking foul here on the Tigers. Extra contact. Zabel, in some regards, might be fortunate that he did not get an offensive foul. He kept right on going through the contact that came from Braden Feldy. That'll be his first personal, though. Second team foul for the Tigers. Gets with it, left side up top. Now leaves it with Olsen. Olsen passes into Zabel, who tries to get through defenders, but his pass is cut off and stolen by Plock on the baseline. The distance, it goes from Braden Van Bakern. Tigers are very quick with the dribble. Van Bakern, case in point. Here's Sonnenschein for three. Sawyer trying to keep the Governors within reach early on after Harrisburg ran off 9 in a row. Now it's 9-5 as we hit the 4:05 mark of the first period. Posting up again Phipps, and an offensive foul as Van Bakern puts Sonnenschein to the floor. That was away from the basketball. Once the pass went into Phipps, it was off to the left from our vantage point, where Van Bakern runs over Sawyer Sonnenschein. The offensive foul gives it back to the Governors. That's Van Bakern's second personal foul, so he'll check out. And Alex Smith, the 6'2" senior guard, will come on for the first time. Governors trailing 9-5, but an opportunity to get another one here. Cooper Terwilliger is checked in. 6'5" freshman. He is in there for Zabel, so Zabel is out for now. Olsen gets it back, goes against the screen. Now that floater up and in, and what we saw on Tuesday night for the Governors in the win over Aberdeen Central. Luke Olsen creating scoring opportunities for himself, and he makes good on his first one here. Nice pass here, though. Inside it goes to Merriman. That's Aiden Costain, a 6'7" junior, who checks in and gets the dish. Merriman with the finish, and it's 11-7 Harrisburg. Here's Sonnenschein. Also 21, Nolan Krull, a 6'2" junior, in there for the first time too. There's Doyle trying to back in. He was underneath the basket, but he loses his dribble actually behind his back. We've got a held ball on the floor, and it'll be Harrisburg basketball after the Governors had the opening tip in the first possession. So Doyle coming out, Tyan Buss, I believe. Yep, there he is, just came in. The 5'10" senior for the Governors. We're 5 minutes in, 3 to go, quarter number 1. An 11-7 Harrisburg lead. Clock to Costain. Aiden Costain, son of longtime veteran volleyball coach Ronette Costain. It's Costain inside to Plock, but he's too strong off the glass. Olsen in among the trees. Picking up the rebound. Governors have it back. Here's Terwilliger, blocked cleanly by Costain. Terwilliger keeps it alive, but then his pass and the save from underneath is taken away by Maddox Plock. Here's Merriman for three. Can't get the first one here, but he'll keep firing them. Costain with an offensive board to keep it alive, and it's still 11-7, 2:15 to play. Quarter number 1, here's Costain picking up his dribble, right side up top. Now Merriman. Kaiser's back in there with a defensive assignment. Merriman again, comes around Kaiser, he'll drive and score. Left-hander from the right side. A little bit of a reverse. Merriman with 6 to lead the Tigers, who have a 6-point lead, 13-7. Here's Buss to the far side. Olsen to Terwilliger, back to Luke Olsen. Fakes to fire, he'll drive. Now out to Buss. 3-ball off the back of the rim, no good. And Costain battling for the rebound. He will get it to Alex Smith. Buss with a good look, couldn't get it to go. We've got a foul on the floor on the other end. And this one against the Governors. Number 4, it'll be Sonnenschein in his first. Both teams with 3 team fouls, a minute 32 to play here in the first period. And it is Alex Smith checking out. Braden Feldy back in for the Tigers. He will inbound off the right side of the key. Governors defend well, but they do get it into Costain on the right wing. They'll set up out top. Feldy, though, quickly back inside. Costain working against Terwilliger, and he scoops a pass to Feldy down the lane, up and in. Braden Feldy with 6 points here in the first period. The lead back to 8. Biggest so far, in fact. It was 9-2 earlier. Governors closed within a 9-7 at the time, and now 6 unanswered for the Tigers. Here's Olsen on the right wing, down in front of us. Jet Zabel back on the floor. Olsen tries to split defenders, but there is Plock on the floor, and he takes it right away. Maddox Plock with 3 steals already. Merriman down the lane. Kind of out of control. He keeps it alive. And the shot up and good here for 3. And a timeout taken by Brianna Kusler. Jacoby Merriman with that offensive rebound. The shot hit by 21 Nolan Krull. And the Tigers lead 18-7. 34 seconds left. We're in the first. We'll take a 30-second break. Timeouts are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling, and you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
You asked for it. Non-stop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book non-stop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
The Zabel, it's saved by Olsen. There is Plack with another hand on a pass, though. A near steal here. He can't save it from going out of bounds, and now the Govs have just 5 seconds off of the inbound to throw in. Down below us on the video, you may not be able to see the end line as much from here. Here's Olsen, and that pass too slow. Olsen didn't go get it. Feldy takes it away. He will feed. Shot up at the buzzer, though no good. Costain tried to make it quick, but couldn't quite get it done. But on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's all Harrisburg so far. The Tigers lead the Governors 18-7. Scoreboard sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. And we'll pause for 60 seconds. Quarter number 2 coming up next. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Governors, early on they were hanging with the Tigers, but Harrisburg has scored 9 in a row, and they lead 18-7. Tigers go 8 of 14 on the floor. The Governors just 3 of 7, and they also turn the ball over 7 times. Governors, though, with the first possession, will get a basket to fall, and it is Jet Zabel from the lane. Pierre breaks that 9-0 run. Here comes Camden Phipps Big guy down the lane, kicks one out. Ty and Bus going after a steal and almost got one away from Maddox Plock, who did the very same thing 3 times to the Governors in the first period, but it is still Harrisburg basketball. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Feldy will inbound closer to the corner on the end line. Watching Braden Van Bokeren, who's back in with 2 fouls. There's Phipps and a nice spin move. Shot is up and off the glass and in. Camden Phipps, a 6'6 senior, with his first bucket. Zabel challenging Phipps. He'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line. Zabel went strong to the rack on the left side. That's 2 big guys. Jet Zabel, to me, is a big guy. But even Camden Phipps in stature, he's only an inch taller, but he does seem to be a little bit wider, maybe a little stockier as well. Zabel at the free throw line. First one is good. He'll try another. 20-10, current score. We're just underway in the second quarter here in Harrisburg. Second one good. 2 for 2, nothing but net both times for Jet Zabel. He's got a 6-point start to lead Pierre. And now a foul is called away from the basketball. This apparently is on Sawyer Sonnenschein. Clock stopping with 7:17 to play in the first half. Second quarter to be exact. Feldy looking to inbound. Watching the movement. There's Plock all by himself, but Dawson gets a blocked shot. Olsen looking to drive, and now it is Feldy who gets a hand on the dribble, and Olsen will lose it out of bounds. That was a great play by Dawson Getz, but an equally fine play defensively by Braden Feldy. And Harrisburg will take it right back with a 9-point advantage, 20-11. Still in the first minute, second quarter. Phipps backing in. He'll get this one to go. Camden Phipps, a true post-up player. 2 for 2 here in the second quarter, and it's 22-11. That still matches what is still the biggest lead of the game so far for Harrisburg. Miles Doyle back in there. Here comes Zabel. Oh, he tries to feed to Getz, and Getz not expecting it. That went out of bounds, and the Governors continue to turn the ball over on too many occasions so far. Right now setting at number 9 unofficially. Top of the key, coming with it. Phipps again, driving against Zabel. They'll call him for a travel, though. Scott Langrock, head coach at Harrisburg, and I had a conversation before the game. What we're seeing a lot this year is traveling calls on pivot moves and things like that. And what we both agree is a good, solid basketball move. It's costing some players this year. Getz is off the mark from long range. Van Bokeren down with a rebound. Harrisburg running with it, and Merriman will be fouled in the act of shooting. A good effort by Miles Doyle defensively, but it'll be Doyle's first personal foul. These two teams played 2 games last year, once on a Saturday afternoon at Riggs High Gym, in a game dominated by the Governors, who were very hot shooting that particular day. Merriman's first free throw is good, and then of course in the 5th place game of the state tournament, the consolation championship, as the Govs had to hold off Harrisburg and won it in double overtime. But I think in both games, for the most part, as Merriman hits the second one, I think the Governors defended Jacoby Merriman quite well, especially in the first game. Second game, Merriman got hot, as did Braden Feldy with his defense in that second half. The state tournament out in Rapid City. Olsen loses the dribble. Phipps with a long-armed effort, knocked it to the backcourt. Now Doyle has his pass knocked away by the Tigers, and Merriman is there. So you see, if you're watching this game, just how quick Harrisburg is defensively. Plack has had some steals. He's got hands everywhere, it seems. Merriman right there in the passing lane. You cannot take a pass for granted at all against these teams, or against this particular team. Here comes Olsen. Stops and then floats, and Phipps will get the rebound off of a short-range miss, but over the tall ones by Luke Olsen. Kick out here. It's Van Bokeren for 3. No good. Long rebound, though. Brought in by Feldy. That one missing from the corner. Another reset out to center circle to the right side. First pass. Then it goes into Merriman. Now it's Kaiser with a hand on a pass, but the tipped effort gets to Feldy. He'll feed Maddox Plock, and Maddox has this one down for 3. Harrisburg upping the lead now to 16, 27-11. We've got 5 minutes to play, and a foul here on Phipps, who's coming out to challenge the ball handler. It's a pretty good strategy there by Scott Langrock and the Tigers. Phipps pick up his second personal, though. And Phipps to have the athleticism to get out there away from the basketball, or from the basket, I should say, to challenge Luke Olson, the ball handler. I think that shows a good athleticism standpoint to his game. There's Kaiser back out. Miles Doyle for 3 is good. Doyle hits his first shot of the night. Another flurry ended. The shot down for the Governors, but they need some defensive stops here. 4.5 minutes to play, and on the end line, nice play by Merriman as he reached his offhand back. His right hand, he floated one down, up and in, but he steps on the end line. Turnover number 4 here for Harrisburg. 27-14, our updated score. Still plenty of time left here in our second period. Here's Getz, and he tries to force one into Zabel. Pass not there. Once again, it's Maddox Plock with the takeaway. Merriman leading the break. He tries to feed to Van Bakern, but the Governors will knock it away out of bounds. And it's Harrisburg basketball. Tie and bus in. Dawson Getz will check out. And I think Coach Kusler wanting to settle Dawson down just a little bit. Again, tried to force that last pass in where maybe it wasn't available. Here's Aiden Costain back in there. Left-handed effort. Comes up short. Zabel with a rebound. A physical one at that. Governors underneath. Shot no good, but going to the free throw line will be Zabel as he comes out of the from underneath, holding his head. Aiden Costain ended up on the floor. Took a extra few moments to pick himself up. So this game is getting physical. And another conversation we had with Coach Langrock about this one. Zabel at the line, hits the first of 2. 4:01 to go. We're in the second quarter. 27-15. The Governors with a hill to climb. Tuesday night, they trailed by 11 to Aberdeen in the second. Trailed by 10 at halftime. The second one no good for Zabel here. He'll stay on 3 out of 4. It seemed like Pierre just was getting outplayed by Aberdeen the other night. Tonight, yeah, they're getting outplayed by a better team here. It's a nice feed, Van Bakert into Plock off the glass, and it's up and good. But still, I don't feel like the Governors are playing that poorly. A lot of space off of the end line. Zabel had to run it down. He gets it back, and here comes Olson. Across the timeline, a 14-point ball game. 3.5 minutes to play. We're in the second period. Doyle. Here's Zabel in the top of the key. Underneath, Kaiser with a pump fake. Comes up short, and the rebound is tipped out to Van Bakern. And the Tigers will look to run again. Merriman stops right side in front of the Governor bench across the way. Costain, he finds Van Bakern. Open for 3. That one off the front of the rim, though, no good. Bust down with a rebound. And the Governors try to speed it up, but Harrisburg catches up quickly. Now an Olson pass stolen by Merriman. 1-on-2, now 2-on-2, feeds to Feldy, and the shot up a little bit strong off the glass. Costain trying to keep it alive, but we'll tip it away out of bounds. The Governors get a break that time, as Harrisburg misses the layup. Here comes Cooper Terwilliger. Out goes Ty and Bus. Nolan Krull, who has a three-pointer in this game, checking in for Harrisburg. As Van Bakern takes a chair. 29-15. Tigers on top of the Governors. It's 2:45 to go in the second period. Ryan Oakland with a play-by-play. Glad to have you here on a Friday night. Doyle's pass contested. There's a kick by Plack. Plack just has such quick reflexes, even with the feet, as he kicks this Zabel pass away. Dawson gets in the play stoppage. Miles Doyle out. 2:33 left to go in the first half. Shot clock is at 15 after the throw-in now. Here's Olsen down to the left baseline. Lost the dribble. He could dribble it again, but another tip pass up to the free throw line. Zabel steps back, has to leave it with Getz. Getz fires a three. No good, and as Terwilliger battles for the rebound, he tips it to Maddox Plock and will head the other way. Krull stops on the right block, down low, back up to Plock, back to Krull on the wing. And a reset coming here for the Tigers with 2 minutes to go in the second. 29-15 Harrisburg, every bit as good as advertised so far. Here's Krull cutting into the lane, gets caught underneath, and then he'll push off Luke Olsen. And Nolan Krull called for an offensive foul here. It'll be his first. 5 turnovers here for Harrisburg. Looks like a turnover. I didn't see what happened. Tapp tried to outlet to a player, but I think that player may not have been established in bounds. So the Governors will get it right back. Here's Terwilliger underneath. Kaiser can't get the bunny after some really athletic attempts to try to get a block on him. Number 3, Alex Smith back in there, came down with a rebound. Smith has it now. Now it's Merriman. Merriman looking for space. He'll pull up in front of the free throw line. Shot is up and good with a soft touch. Merriman with 10 now. 31-15. Biggest lead for the Tigers matched at 16. Here is Getz, right side, up to Zabel, and there is Krull with a hand in the passing lane, but he saves it back. Fouled from behind. Maybe poised to be one of the top, if not the top player in Class AA boys basketball in South Dakota. Second one, though, no good. Jacoby with 11. 32-16. Tigers doubling up the Governors here. Chad Zabel will leave it with Dawson Getz. Now to Luke Olsen. Gets around Krull, loses his dribble, but Buss is there to pick it back up. On the wing, Olsen. Zabel is up top. Crossing over and almost falling away. Pass to Getz is tipped right back to Zabel. Now he'll get it to Terwilliger, who goes up high. Tapp gets the block. And then a lot of people were playing the I got it, you take it game, and Harrisburg picked it up. But here's a steal by Dawson Getz. Up ahead. Getz for 3 at the buzzer. No good. And Dawson Getz with a tough first half. The rest of the Governors with a tough first half offensively. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, we've reached halftime, and the Harrisburg Tigers lead the Pierre Governors by the score of 32-16. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. And we reach halftime. Halftime intermission sponsored by Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial, in the Capitol Creek Center on East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. We're back in 3 minutes to talk about this one. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building on your farm. One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Synergy's Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte.
We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good.
Years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Dano's Marine in Fort Pierre is your one-stop shop for all things boats and watercraft. They are your local Vexus and Alumacraft boat dealer, some of the best boats on the water. Dano's also offers a full line of services to maintain your boat out of the water so you can enjoy more time on the water. Their certified technicians proudly service Yamaha, Mercury, and Everroot motors. Stop in today to visit about your next watercraft. Dano's Marine, proud sponsor of Pierre and Fort Pierre athletics and events.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Refined design, remarkable capabilities. The Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 1.9 APR for 72 months. Check out the full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierre, South Dakota.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
The word cooperative means working together for a common purpose. At Actegra Cooperative, we are dedicated to supporting the success of our farmers and the health of our communities for generations to come. Rooted in our communities, Actegra strives to instill dedication, determination, and integrity in everything we do, and that includes inspiring the next generation of agricultural leaders.
Dimmick Cheese. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Thing for the Yankton games coming up. Governor girls go to Yankton on Thursday. Governor boys host Yankton on Friday. So that's what we've got coming up on River 92.7 into the week ahead. Harrisburg with the opening possession of the second half, and an attempt by Camden Phipps in traffic underneath, up no good. Well, the Governors can't get one coming back either. And Phipps down with a rebound. We're underway. First possession of the second half was brought to you by Comtech Communication and Electronic Sales and Services in Pierre. Nice baseline drive and a dipsy-do right-hand reverse up and in for Braden Van Bakker. And Harrisburg scores first in the second half. We've switched directions. The Governors are in road green tonight. They head right to left or near court to far. There's Jacoby Merriman, who almost got another steal here. Jet Zabel, I saw him rein in a three in warm-up earlier, but doesn't get one here as Phipps controls the rebound once again. 34-16. Camden Phipps out there with Braden Feldy, Braden Van Bakker, Maddox Plock, and Jacoby Merriman. The starting five for Harrisburg. Here goes Merriman from the wing. A bouncer out to Van Bakker. And Harrisburg hits another one. Van Bakker with a couple of buckets now in the second half. 37-16. The lead up to 21 here. Olsen tries to get it into Zabel. And the passes are just too slow right now for Pierre. Fast break starting with a Camden Phipps steal. Feldy will push it up ahead. Phipps gets the finish, and Brianna Kusler needs a timeout. I'm sure whatever they talked about at halftime has not come to fruition here in the early third period. BK needs a full 60. We'll take a 60-second timeout, which are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre, and we're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Timeout apparently was cut short, and we're back at Harrisburg. Jet Zabel with a miss, but Harrisburg on the other end, and a stutter step here for Camden Phipps. And we haven't missed much, I guess. 5:55 to go, third quarter. Harrisburg with another fast start to the second half, scoring the half's first 7 points. And they lead by 23 here, 39-16. Getz will try to feed to Miles Doyle, who cut, but Dawson bailed out by another quick hands play from Maddox Plock. He'll knock it away and out of bounds. Kaiser inbounds from the near side. Zabel penetrates, but he'll kick it out to Doyle, now on the motion. Here comes Luke Olson, feeding to Getz underneath. Dawson steps back, now to Zabel. Here is Olson. An entry pass from Jet Zabel to Luke Olson, if he can figure that out. And now we've got a hold on Braden Feldy. And this will be Feldy's second personal foul, the first for the Tigers in the third period. First for either team, in fact. Fresh shot clock for Pierre. The lob to Zabel, and Van Bakern sticks a hand in and just knocks the dribble away from Jet Zabel. Another steal for Harrisburg. Governors have 13 turnovers in this game with 10 steals on the Tigers. Here's Van Bakern looking for another three, won't get it, and then a foul on the clear out away from the basketball. That'll go against Maddox Plock in his first personal. 39-16. The Governors are going wholesale changes here. Zabel, Getz, Kaiser, Doyle all coming out. Luke Olson will stay in along with Ty and Buss, Cooper Terwilliger, and Sawyer Sonnenschein, who all had several minutes in the first half. Eladio Simmental, the 6-foot junior, also coming in for the first time in this game. Here's Buss up top. Now Olson. Phipps is on him. Phipps tries to reach around. There's Olson with a pretty reverse on a drive on the baseline. He went around the big fella, and then he was met up by Van Bakern, who has longer arms than Luke Olson as well. But Luke makes a play here. Here's a drive by Plock coming back against Simmental. And Eladio Simmental going to probably take him a while to catch up to the speed of this game from what Harrisburg has been showing. Plock gets the bucket. Simmental with a foul. His first, and a chance at a three-point play, unable to complete, is Maddox Plock. Cooper Terwilliger with the rebound. Right to left across the timeline. Olson fakes the handoff, shoots, and long arms of Camden Phipps get a blocked shot and a takeaway. Here's Merriman. And some nifty dribbling, and the pull-up jumper on the baseline. Jacoby Merriman's first basket of the second half puts Harrisburg up by 25, 43-18. This team is impressive. Here's Sonnenschein on the top of the key. Over to Olson. Feldy staring him in the face. Another pass taken away. Van Bakern gets up high. Slams it home with two hands, and somewhere Jackson Edmond is saying, where is the technical foul? Van Bokern hung on the rim for about 5 seconds, it seemed. And they let it go. Here's Terwilliger. His pass is taken away. Here comes Plock, and Plock stumbles. You had Merriman hanging on the rim, but Sawyer Sonnenschein will run it down after Plock was unable to finish. Here's a 3-ball for Buss. That's no good. Plock rebounds. Here come the Tigers again. 45-18, they have the lead. Plock to Feldy. 3 Tigers ready to check in. Feldy. Sonnenschein defending him now. Here's Phipps on the top of the key, out to Plock. Underneath, it's Van Bokern against Buss. Buss trying to stay straight up, but is called for a foul. He does deny the basket. Tying Buss's first personal. Kind of turning into one of those games, I think, for the Governors. They just have to realize that they're outmatched right now, but you've somehow got to keep your focus. And I don't know, maybe try to slow the game down a little bit, but Harrisburg's just too quick. And I think for Pierre, after Van Bokern hits the first shot, I say slow the game down, but one thing they can't be slowing down is their passes. Harrisburg just seems to know where every pass is coming from and where it's headed to. 2 for 2 for Braden Van Bokern. 3 minutes to go, we're in the third quarter. The lead is now to 29. Sonnenschein with a long 2 is off the mark. Buss with an offensive rebound, though. And the Governors will try something else here. Buss fakes, kicks it out, Cade Kaiser. Sawyer Sonnenschein up top. Looks left, comes back to the right. Here's Dawson Getz. A couple of starters back in there. Getz tries a 14-footer, but that one a little bit too short. And the rebound is down to the Tigers. Dawson Getz having a very uncharacteristic tough night shooting the basketball. Govs will get a steal. It is Getz who started that mess. Now Pierre across the timeline. 2:15 to go in the third. Simmental still in there, he's got it. Fakes, drives, pulls up after getting Van Bokern in the air, and Eladio Simmental with an impressive hoop, making it 47-20. And an official's play stoppage here. And Braden Van Bokern, I don't know, maybe a little bit of soreness in one of the lower extremities. I think the official sensed he probably needed to check out, and he's kind of got a half-hearted smile on his face, but I think that was the reason for the official play stoppage. 2 minutes after the inbound, Nolan Kroll checking back in. Isaiah Tapp is in there as well. He has it here. Gets on him. Caden Anderson, a 6'1 junior, is in for the first time. And on the baseline, here it comes with Alex Smith, kept alive by Aiden Costain. He'll get it back to Smith, who puts it up and in for 2. 49-20, back to a 29-point lead. Getz will fire a 3. There you go. Dawson Getz from Ty and Buss. Getz was 0 for 6 in the first half. Gets his first one from distance here. Underneath, Tapp collects, picks it up. Costain with another assist, and Isaiah Tapp will score. 51-23. Getz wants a second in a row. That's off the front of the rim. Simmental has an offensive board. Tries to get it back to Getz, though. And Nolan Kroll will come out of there with it instead. Tigers on the way back. This is Anderson in the corner. Tapp on the top. Kroll, Costain, as the Tigers play this possession a little more patiently, but a Tapp pass gets away, picked up by Simmental. Turnover number 10 for the Tigers, the third in the second half. Sonnenschein uses his dribble up, and Caden Anderson gets an easy steal. He'll get it back to Tapp, and Tapp will get up there and jam it home. One-hander for Isaiah Tapp. Didn't have a lot of authority on it, but he got up there nicely enough. 10 seconds to play, 53-23. We're going to have running clock the rest of the way. Another tipped pass. Intercepted by Tapp. But the clock runs out as the play goes out of bounds, and our third period has come to an end. It's a 30-point mercy rule the rest of the way unless the Governors make a big run when we go to the fourth quarter. 60-second break, the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. It's 53-23. Harrisburg dominating in this one. We're back in 30 seconds for more Pierre Governor basketball on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Harrisburg has cut prices on sweeps so you can easily cut through weeds next season. Save 15% on select sweeps when buying 50 or more. Plus, you can save on attaching hardware adapters and springs. So make a clean sweep by saving 15% on select John Deere sweeps at Grossenberg. Stop by one of our 9 locations or visit grossenberg.com. Offer ends 2/29/24. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for eligible parts list and full offer details.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
To Harrisburg, Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Here we'll have the first possession, but once again, the game margin is 30. And the Governors, well, we haven't seen this year in a Pierre game. We've got running clock. Jet Zabel out to Luke Olson. He'll fire a 3 on line but short. Zabel catches the rebound. He'll put it back up and in. And the Governors with a second chance basket to start the fourth. And again, even though Pierre is under 30 for a margin, it's not until they get under 20 or maybe even 15 before regular timing would resume. Here's Braden Feldy. Camden Phipps to Maddox Plock. Jacoby Merriman, Braden Van Bakeren. They all touch it, and that's all 5 starters. Van Bakeren down the lane, finds the hole, and he scores. 55-25. Zabel lost it, but gets on the baseline, picks it up. Shot no good. Doyle underneath with a rebound. The feed back to Zabel. And he will score again. So the Governors at least playing a little bit better to start the fourth quarter. Clock for 3, high arcing shot, no good, and Merriman has the rebound away from Getz. That was a quick fire for Plock, didn't really get set. But Harrisburg still with it. Clock stops in mercy rule timing only for 2-shot foul opportunities, which of course all of them are now with the new rules. Here's Merriman down the lane from the right wing as he goes on reverse, but he'll pick up a foul, and clock is running now, but as soon as the officials get set, it stops here with 6:12 to play. 2 shots coming for Jacoby Merriman. Foul on Dawson Getz, his first. Merriman's first free throw is good. Yes, he'll get another. .6:12 to play here. I've got a question on text, wondering if Harrisburg so far is the best team I've seen this year. I'd have to say that's probably true. I think Sioux Falls, Washington is the one team that beat Pierre basically at their own game. The one team that out-rebounded Pierre, the one team that just had all of the plays made, especially for the last 3 quarters of that game. But Harrisburg here tonight has just had every answer. Here's a nice feed, a nice receive by Zabel, and Zabel coming up short on the bunny. But a jump ball on the rebound, and it'll go to Harrisburg here. This Tiger team, I believe with the experience that they have coming back, and pretty much everybody in the starting lineup played significant minutes for this team last year. Van Bakeren's ready to pull the trigger, and a soft touch 3 ball goes for Braden Van Bakeren. Right now, Harrisburg making everything look easy. The Governors have a way, as Olson has one on the baseline. He'll kick out to Doyle. He wants 3, that's short. Doyle trying to follow it, and rebound off of the knee of Maddox Plock, and the Governors will get another opportunity. I believe the Governors this year, granted, if you'd have told me at one point early in the season that Pierre would be 8-4 after 12 games, I would have said I'll definitely take that. But Pierre, when things are going well, has a way of really disrupting what other teams want to do. However, tonight, Harrisburg has really disrupted everything that the Governors have had in mind. Harrisburg has, shall we say, been undisruptible in their game. Here's Ty and Bus back to Sonnenschein, who has to run it down near half court. 5 for 5 on the swap for the Governors. Terwilliger is in there. Doyle stays in. Let's make it a 4 for 4 swap. Simmental back in, but his pass to Terwilliger is cut off and stolen by Isaiah Tapp. Defensively, Simmental from the left wing leaves it with Sonnenschein. He'll go back to the baseline, still on the dribble. Now Simmental again against Caden Anderson. Bus up top, gets a screen, fires off the glass, but in and out, no good. Kroll down with a rebound. And this is Anderson for 3. Gotta let the bench players shoot as well. Nothing wrong with that. 63-27. And a play stoppage here with a timeout taken by the Governors. Josh Buckles Jr., JJ, ready to check in, but we'll take a 60-second break here. Coca-Cola timeout at 63-27. All Harrisburg here on River 92.7.
Has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer at 7
Union Press Box, Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Welcome back to Harrisburg as the Governors out of a short timeout. 3 by Simmental, kept alive by Sawyer Sonnenschein, who feeds back to Ty and Bus. Bus will score a 2. 63-29, 2:40 to play. Ryan Oakland, glad to have you here, but boy, a couple of tough ones for the Govs. Boys on the road at Harrisburg, the girls at home against top-ranked O'Gorman. Here's Isaiah Tapp feeding to the cutter, Caden Anderson. Unable to handle it, though. It'll go out of bounds. Here going to drop to 8-5. Harrisburg will win their 9th out of 11 so far this season. It'll stay with, well, shot clock reset. That's interesting. Even the shot clock is running as the game clock runs with Mercy timing. I don't believe the Governors should be allotted only 19 seconds here as they inbound. The inbound gets into the backcourt. I don't believe it was touched, but Terwilliger can't run it down. It's out of bounds. He might have thought that was a backcourt violation, but it really wouldn't. 30 in there. Beckham to Curtins, a 6'1 junior. And number 12, Creighton Gibbon, a 6'3 sophomore. Governors knock a pass away. It's out of bounds. It'll be Gibbon to inbound. 39 seconds to play. This will be done early here tonight with that running clock that's been running for most of the second half since Harrisburg got off to a real fast start in the third period. Gibbon on the drive, baseline, he'll score. Creighton Gibbon for 2. 65-29, see if the Govs can get one more to go. Sonnenschein top of the key from Bus, looks left. 15 seconds, back to Bus on the drive now. Outside on the wing, it's Simmental dribbles up the top of the key. 2 seconds. Sonnenschein, last-ditch effort, no good. And that'll do it as the Governors are beaten soundly by the third-ranked team, but the second power-rated seeded team in the state of South Dakota. Your final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, Harrisburg 65 and the Governors 29. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We've got a 3-minute break coming up, and then we're into our Family Dental post game, and we'll talk about this one, get the recap, the way things went tonight. I'd be understandable if Coach Brianna Kuzler did not come up for a post game conversation. That'd be all right, but we'll still talk about it. We've still got big plays of the game and your player of the game, all to announce in our Family Dental postgame as well. Stay with us. We're back at 3 minutes. Governor Basketball and your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Living with less pain means living at your best. But an action-packed life can wear your body down. Avera Orthopedics keeps you moving with total joint replacements for pain you don't have to live with. Find relief with the region's largest orthopedic physician team of specialized surgeons so you can keep moving forward. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/totaljoint.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Welcome back to Harrisburg. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play, and welcome to our Family Dental postgame. Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. And, we wondered if Coach Brianna Kuzler would come up and talk about this one. I know it's not going to be an easy conversation to have, Coach. I mean, this is a game. Somebody asked me just a little bit ago on a text message if Harrisburg is the best team I've seen this year, and I think that's a resounding yes. There's nothing they don't do well. Defensively, they were just in every passing lane. Offensively, they run the floor in transition. They shoot the basketball very well. And unfortunately, we're just a step too late on just about everything in this one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, this is certainly a game. There's plenty to learn from, but we don't have time to learn tonight or we don't have too much time until we're back at it. So it's got to be a pretty short memory as far as some of the things that we did. It was just we as a whole need to start thinking a step ahead, a step or two ahead, and they have the ability to do so. It's just part of that is we've got to play a little bit harder than what we are right now. And I don't think effort-wise it's an issue, but it's that little. It's difficult to explain in terms. I know how to what I'm trying to say when I was playing, but it's just you've got to just do that little extra thing. They're trying to. They're overplaying me hard. I'm going to go back door. Mm-hmm. For us, we settle at times, and that's an area that the beauty of us is there's controllable things. Harrisburg is a very, very good team. Tonight we were not our best. We were nowhere near our best. And I think when we're at our best, I fully believe when we're at our best, we can compete with the top. But tonight was obviously not that. And again, short memory because we got a lot to get back to tomorrow, and it's not going to get any easier tomorrow.
The one thing about it to me is that, sometimes even the first pass of the possession, just too slow, and maybe that's one of the things you tend to take for granted. Quick passes, they still had hands in passing lanes, it seems so, but that's where their defense just seemed to be, maybe in your huddle, so to speak. They knew what was coming, and unfortunately, I think that's where everything began, and that's why they outplayed us tonight.
Yeah, and for the most part, we were running motion stuff because there was not a whole lot else that we felt confident in at that time. So it was nothing that was predetermined. It was just our guys need to start to see again that next phase, being able to set things up. They take something away, I'm going to go do something else. That was something you saw offensively for Harrisburg tonight. Their movement was outstanding. They were constantly moving. It's extremely difficult to have to put emphasis on two of their guys that are their primary scorers when everybody else is moving as well. Because who do you take away? And that's something that we have the ability to do so. Again, tonight was not our night. We're going to learn from it. Then we're going to forget everything that we don't want to remember, and then we're going to respond. And that's what these guys do. They're fighters. This is not Governor basketball tonight, and it's a bump. By no means are we going backward and out of this, but now it's an opportunity to respond. And I think the challenge is going to be, who do we want to be? Do we want to be guys that just roll over after a tough night like tonight? Or do we want to be guys that find another way? When they take something away, what can we do then to combat that? And that's something that we're going to get back to work tonight, watch some stuff, be able to pick out some areas. But at the end of the day, there's not a whole lot that you can do in games like this. I never want to get my butt kicked this hard ever again. And I know those guys feel the same way. They don't want this to be the feeling ever again. And they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that that's the case.
Well, and that is the beauty of a weekend like this, overnight trip, and you can kind of maybe get a little lighthearted at the hotel or something like that before it's curfew, and then you get right back at it at 12:30 tomorrow, or 1 o'clock or 10 o'clock for the JVs. I mean, it's a quick turnaround, and at least you get to get right back at playing the sport that hopefully everybody loves right now.
Yeah, and it's easy to. Everybody can point fingers. We all got to start pointing fingers at ourselves, and that's just it's nobody's fault, but we all have areas to improve. Me at the forefront, and so as a whole, if we can all start looking at, okay, I can get better at XYZ. Collectively, we're all going to improve, and that's what tomorrow is going to be for. Again, an opportunity and a challenge. Let's rise to the occasion and not be afraid. Tonight I felt like there was a little bit of fear in the way that we played. That's not how we play. And tomorrow we're going to get back to what Governor basketball is.
Tomorrow it is O'Gorman, so obviously a team that's capable of really causing problems for a lot of teams. What do you know about O'Gorman this year?
Very perimeter dominant. Not as much interior presence as what they've had in the past, but and not necessarily the scorers. Graduated Matthew Ang, and he's been a focal point of their offense for many, many years. But they come back ready to go with the next line of guys, and they're gonna. I think we match up pretty well against them. We may even have a little bit of a size advantage, which doesn't happen very often. But we've got to make sure that identity-wise, defensively, we're getting back to what we want to do, recognizing tendencies, making sure that just overall we're moving as a whole. It's 5 out there as one, and that's something that tomorrow is going to be a big emphasis for us.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll let you go here tonight, and like you said, file this one away. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Brianna Kuzler, Governor head coach, as the Govs get shown up tonight is a polite way to put it, 65-29. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and give you more of the stats. We still have big plays of the game, your player of the game yet to come as well. This is the Family Dental postgame, Pierre Governor basketball, River 92.7.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Hey DQ fans, crunch into a $6.99 chicken strip basket. It's got crispy all-white meat chicken strips, golden fries, mouth-watering Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce like our homemade Hidden Valley Ranch. Is there a more perfect basket? I'm going to go buy a chicken strip basket as soon as I finish with this ad read. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Back at our Family Dental post game, let's get you the recap of this one. Thanks to Coach Kuzler for coming up and talking about this one. Not an easy game at all for the Governors. It wasn't easy for the Governor girls either, as they will fall tonight at home. And I'm actually looking at a girls' score. I saw something different, 70. I don't know. I'm not even going to report on that because this one says Pierce 79, O'Gorman 22. But I saw something on SD scores earlier that was a 55-29 game, or 59-25, something like that. So let's just move on. Here in this one, it was all Harrisburg from the get-go. Even after the Governors scored first, it was 18-7. Harrisburg at the end of one, a 14-9 advantage in the second quarter. Had them up 32-16 at half, and they really got going in the third period. Fast break was every bit as good as advertised in particular, and they were hitting threes to get them jump-started as well. 21-7 the advantage, Tigers in the third period, and we had a 30-point lead for the first time in that third quarter, 53-23, and with the clock running continually through the fourth quarter, just a 12-6 scoring advantage still for the Tigers as they win it 65-29. Govs go 7 of 21 in the second half. Overall, just 12 of 38. 3 of 17 from outside the arc. And 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Several people score, but only Jet Zabel in double figures with 11. Luke Olson with 4. And that's that's how much it drops down, Sawyer. Sonnenschein, Miles Doyle, Dawson Getz with 3-pointers each. Dawson held to just 3 points. Ty and Buss with 2 points. Eladio Simmental off the bench with 2 points. Cooper Terwilliger with 1 point in this one. For Harrisburg, who goes 13 of 20 in the second half and 26 out of 44 on the game. I'm not a mathematician. I'm guessing that's about 60% or so. We're pretty close. 5 of 12 from outside the arc. 8 of 10 for the free throw line. They do everything well offensively, and they have a bunch of people in the scoring column. In fact, 10 of them Braden Van Bokeren leads the way with 16 points. He had 14 of those in the second half, though. Jacoby Merriman next in line with 15. He was consistent throughout. Braden Feldy with 7 points. Camden Phipps with 6. Strong on the inside. Excuse me. Maddox Plock actually with 7 points as well. Then Phipps with 6. 4 points for Isaiah Tapp off the bench. Nolan Kroll with 3. 3 points for Caden Anderson from outside the arc. Alex Smith with 2. Creighton Gibbon with 2. 65 on the board for the Tigers. They win at 65-29. They out-rebound the Governors 23-7. Pierre with 7 on the offensive glass. And Harrisburg with 6. Jet Zabel with the rebounding advantage, the lead for the Govs, but just 6 individually. Pierre turned it over 19 times. Here's the stat of the day. 15 steals for the Harrisburg Tigers. I don't know where Sturgis came in. 15 steals out of 19 takeaways for turnovers from the Governors. 12 turnovers for the Govs, or for the Tigers, and Harrisburg has a 12-7 advantage in the assist column as well. 65-29, your final. Let's talk about big plays of the game. They're brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Touched on it a bit. I'm going to go right there. Your big plays of the game are those 15 steals that I've got for Harrisburg. And that was just kind of dictating how this game was going to go right away in the first half, right away in the first period. Governors were not able to maintain possessions. Harrisburg with hands in every passing lane, it seemed. And Harrisburg was dominating this one right from the start. And it was a 9-7 game at one point, but that 9-0 run to close out the first quarter also helping to be the big plays of the game. Those are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. We'll hear from them, and we'll also hear from Cowboy Country Stores. And when we come back, it is the naming of tonight's player of the game from Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. This is Governor Basketball.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores is ready for you. Feed the whole family on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas, federal bird stamps, convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champ's Chicken in Pierre and Fort Pierre.
Cowboy Country Stores of Pierre and Fort Pierre, the naming of tonight's player of the game. And the player of the game, really not a lot to talk about, obviously, on the Governor's side. Some bench people getting in there and making some plays, but not near enough. And this was all Harrisburg. Very, very impressive team. Coach Langrock has his guys working very well so far. And you can pretty much take your pick. Throw a dart and whatever name comes up. We'll make that player of the game. That's one way to look at it. Braden Van Bokeren with 16 points. Jacoby Merriman is maybe the best player in the state. He showed his worth tonight with 15 points. But there were other reasons that Harrisburg was so dominant tonight. One of them was Braden Feldy early on. The quickness on the defensive side. He scored 7 points all in the first quarter. But Maddox Plock is the guy that had the hands in the passing lanes, and I've got him with 5 steals. We talked about those 15 steals for Harrisburg. Plock scores 7 points, hit a 3-pointer in this game. To me, he was just the guy that had the quickest hands tonight. Even when the Governors had crisp passing, Plock was still seemingly in the way in the first half. Everywhere the Governors tried to progress, and Maddox Plock is going to get the T-shirt noting his accomplishments as being today's player of the game. Harrisburg winning at 65-29, your player of the game, sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. 52-25 was that final score for the O'Gorman Knights, defeating the Pierre Governor girls at Riggs High Gym this evening. So, Governor Girls are done for the weekend. They will have Harrisburg at home on Tuesday. It's not going to get much easier for the Governor Girls, but we'll have that game here on River 92.7, 6:30 Tuesday night. But our next broadcast comes up just a handful of hours from now, 12:30. Tomorrow afternoon we'll be on the air with a 1 o'clock tip-off. We'll be at O'Gorman High School as the Governors take on the Bishop O'Gorman Knights. Knights are 6-5 coming into tonight. The Governors fall to 8-5 with this loss here. Harrisburg improving to 9-2. So hope you can join us for that. For those on the road tonight or wherever or whenever you're on the road, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds us that buckling up is the best way to save a life in a crash. Do it for your family. Do it for your friends. You've got someplace to be. Our thanks to Colby Carey running audio production in studio. For Caleb Brozick for Live Ticket. You can rewatch this game if you should want to on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com with the rebroadcast from Live Ticket and drgnews.com. Your final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, 65-29. Harrisburg wins it. I'm Brian Oakland. This has been a presentation of your official voice of Governor Sports, River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Good evening, everybody.